So, here we go, iteration 2 of the fastest YouTubers. This is the 10k edition. You guys seem to love the 5k edition, even though I hold my hands up and I made some pretty big mistakes. So here we go, the 10k edition. Who are the top 30 YouTubers over the 10k distance? Let's find out. So for this one, I think it's right I set some ground rules. Last time there was a little bit of confusion about who I was including and who I wasn't including in my rankings. So this one is the top 30 YouTubers. They can be professional, they can be non-professional. If it's a group, I've included the fastest official PB that I could find from the group. So example, Coffee Club, I've only included one athlete from that group. So on and so forth. Sit back, relax, and let's get into this. So as I said, top 30, we're going to split it into different groups of 10. So 30 to 21, 20 to 11, and then the top 10. So these first 10, 30th down to 21st place, I'm going to run through pretty quickly. So we're not here all day, otherwise this could end up being a pretty long video. So guys, in 30th place, it's the FOD runner, Andy Rayner, and his 10k PB is 33.38. That's 30th place. So if you're thinking this is going to be a slow top 30, you are incorrect. 33 minutes and 38 seconds only just gets you 30th place. In 29th, it is Ben Parks with 32.45, the guy that got me into YouTube. He's contributed so much to my channel, sending me all sorts of help, whether it's GoPros, help over texts, phone calls, going for walks, conversations to check on my mental health. He's been an absolute dream in terms of helping me stay on the YouTube journey, if you like. So many comments of the last video said that I should do a female version of these videos to separate the female YouTubers, but unfortunately there just isn't the depth, so the video would end up being incredibly short. So we have got a female in 28th place, PHILY BOWDEN, the third fastest female on this list with 32.33. In 27th place, pipping Philly by 1 second, it's Nick Harris Fry from the Run Testers, testing all things shoes, running, gels, whatever you like. They test it over there, so go and check their channel out. 27th place, Nick Harris Fry. As I said, these times are not slow at all. So guys, in 26th place, we've got our second place female, ALLIE OSTRANDER, 32.06. Now, this is probably the most commented YouTuber that I missed out from the 5k iteration. I did unfortunately miss out ALLIE because I hadn't checked out any of her channel's videos up to that point, but I have now. So consider me a bit more knowledgeable now, less ignorant. So guys, in 25th place, we do have our first position female. It's GWEN JORGENSEN with a time of 31.55, so just getting sub 32. 25th place, we're getting through these pretty quickly. In 24th place, we've got the man from Australia, VLAD IXEL, the owner of the Bix hydration company. You'll probably have seen it on a few YouTube channels. So yeah, 31.43 for Vlad. And in 23rd place, we've got arguably the best runner of the lot. It's a guy called ColeArmy with a time of 31.23. What a great guy. 23rd place. To be honest, I've been very humbled by this, the fact that I'm only in 23rd place. I thought it'd be a little bit higher up there. But yeah, once you see the caliber of the top 10, you'll maybe disagree, because there's some top class athletes on this list. In 22nd place, just pipping me, it is obviously a guy who's appeared quite a lot on this channel. 30.56 for Mr. Ben is Running Ben Felton, so that's 22nd place. Just pipping him and just missing out on the top 20. In 21st place is the Welsh runner Matt Rees with a time of 30.50. So we've jumped down to sub 31 pretty quickly there, just missing out on the top 30. Yeah. So guys, here we go, the top 20. We're starting to get a little bit quicker here. Everyone here has a time of less than 31 minutes, which is just absolutely ridiculous. We're YouTubers at the end of the day. Obviously, we're going to start getting into some professional athletes, so this isn't their main job, and they probably don't do any of the editing either. If you want to get into that, feel free to do so in the comments, but I've included everyone. So guys, in 20th place, we've got Mr. Nick Bester with a time of 30.46. Obviously, there's been a lot of talk around certain events recently, but we're not going to go into that into this video. But yeah, 20th place for Mr. Bester. I think he ran a new PB just a couple of weeks ago at Battersea Park, so pretty impressive, 30.46. And without getting into it, just pipping him, potentially controversial. It's Matt Fox from from the Sweat Elite channel even, with a time of 30.39. However, this has been taken from his Strava. I couldn't find any official results of this 10k, so this is his 10k quickest log time according to Strava, so make of that what you will. 19th, 20th place, it's very close, 7 seconds between them. Nick Bester's was on Battersea Park and Matt Fox's was according to Strava, so yeah, we'll take that with a pinch of salt. In 18th place, we've got Seth James Damore with a time of 30:11. I have to say, I haven't actually watched too many of Seth's videos recently, but he is one of the channels that did get me into YouTube. And then in 17th place, we've got the athlete specialist, Spencer Brown. He has actually got the exact same time as Seth James Damore. And the reason that I've put him in 17th place rather than 18th is because his time is actually performed on a cross-country course. He hasn't done a quicker road 10K, but I've taken the fact that if he can do it on cross-country, he can do it on road even quicker. So yeah, I've put him just above Seth, even though they got the same time, because his was on grass compared to Seth's, which was on road. In 16th place, we're getting down to the professional athletes here. We've got Jake Whiteman with a time of 30:09. You might be a bit surprised to hear that he hasn't broken 30 minutes. However, he doesn't really do 10Ks, does he? He's not a 10K specialist at all. He's not even a 5K specialist, so 10K is pretty far for a man of him, for his kind of distance specialism. But we all know he could run quicker than that. So 30:09 does only get him 16th place. I'm not sure if he would be too happy about that. In 15th place, and the first man on this list to break 30 minutes, we've got Sage Canaday from the Vo2 Max Productions channel, and he has run 29:47. So the first person to go sub 30, and that only gets you 15th place. I told you it was quick. I told you it was quick. So guys, in 14th place, we've got Mr. FOGDOG, Adam Fogg, with a time of 29:26. Now, I was pretty shocked when I read this. I didn't realise he'd even attempted a 10K. So yeah, 29:26 is pretty nuts for a man who kind of really only specialises in the mile to 3K. I know he does some cross-country here and there. So I actually took a lot of inspiration from Mr. FOGDOG's intro that you may have seen on YouTube. If you haven't, I'm not sure what you've been doing. But yeah, his theme tune is very catchy. It's a bit of an earworm. And I actually ended up making my own one. So here's a little sneak peek, a little break before we kind of get into the top 13, if you like. And a massive thank you to Matthew Bawtry, who made the audio for me. I did the editing, but he made the audio, so a big shout out to him. I hope you enjoy.
Others have nothing, run it like it is, ain't no pushing and shoving when the big dog barks, all the other men are ducking. On the home straight, it's cold running, coming in hot, he's about to show you something, speeding through the line, didn't give you a chance, then I'll see you for your massage when he's whooped your ass. Big dog, bad dog, gonna make you mad dog.
So guys, coming in 13th place, from the running channel, this is probably the biggest person that I missed from my 5K iteration. I got absolutely slated in the comments for missing out Mr. Andy Baddesley. I don't know how you pronounce his name 100%, so apologies, but 29:08, so yeah, pretty rapid. 13th place that gets you. And yeah, massive apologies for missing you out on the previous video. In 12th place, just 2 seconds faster, we've got Alfie Manthorpe, of course, the owner and founder of the TRACKSTAA YouTube channel. Again, not something I'm going to get into. I know a lot of people have their opinions about his channel in terms of the drama that seems to kind of arise from it. Not getting into that today, but he does come away with 12th place. So for an unsponsored athlete, I think he'll be pretty happy with that. Now in 11th place, we've kind of got our first group, if you like, first professional training group. So we've got the Very Nice Track Club, and the fastest guy from the Very Nice Track Club that I could find was Morgan Beadlescombe with a time of 28:54. So the first man to sub 29 gets you 11th place. So these guys, these top 10, we're not messing about here. So guys, here we go, crunch time. The top 10, these are the top 10 fastest YouTubers, irrespective of the quality or the amount of videos that they post. As long as they've posted a video in the last year, I have included them. So here we go. In 10th place, we've got Sam Parsons from Tin Man Elite. As I said, he is just the fastest PB that I could find from the Tin Man Elite athletes. But a lot of these groups, you tend to find that they're more kind of middle distance specialists. So he has got a time of 28:43, coming in at 10th place. Pretty impressive. I have to say, I haven't watched him race too many times, but yeah, 28:43, you're not messing about. In 9th place, we've got everyone's favourite Irishman, Stephen Scullion. He gets a time of 28:36, so pretty impressive there. And he's actually, I probably have to say, he's probably the YouTuber that I watch the most at the moment in terms of running content. I've tried to change up my life a little bit and add a little bit of non-running content in there, but if I do sit down and tune into a running video, Stephen Scullion is definitely the man I learn the most from. Even with his humble boasts about he's been to the Olympics, to be fair, I would never shut up about that. So fair play to you, Mr. Scullion. In 8th place, he's a bit of a nutter as well. We've got LUIS ORTA. So I haven't actually watched too many of his videos, but I know he's only really kind of invested some proper time into the YouTube scene recently, but he has got a very impressive time of 28:32, so yeah, he's going to be pretty chuffed with that. In 7th place, we've got Andreas Vojta. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, from the Lufthansa powered YouTube channel. I think I've pronounced that right, so apologies Andreas if I have got that incorrect. 28:06, just missing out on sub 28, but that does get you 7th place. He was a video or a YouTuber that people did mention that I missed out quite a lot on the previous video. 6th place is arguably the nicest guy in the running world. Hoping to do some videos with him at some point in the future. It's Mr. Jake Smith, 28:01. Just missing out on that sub 28. I did actually watch him do that at the Highgate night of the 10Ks, so it's great to meet him there. And he's always been on the end of the phone if I need any advice regarding injury, mental health, etc. So yeah, great to see him coming high up on this list. 6th place, NN running team, Nike athlete, Jake Smith. Yeah, 28:01. Top 5, 27:43. We've got Morgan McDonald from the Coffee Club. So I actually struggled to find a lot of the Coffee Club athletes in terms of like a 5 or a 10K. Morgan McDonald was the only one that I could really find. I know he is pretty injured at the moment, so Morgan, I can relate to you. Not that he's going to watch this, but yeah, so from the Coffee Club, he's an on-athlete, 27:58. I think I said 53 earlier, but yeah, 27:58 gets you 5th place, moving into the top 4. And in 4th place, I know he hasn't really debuted at the 10K, especially not on the track, and you might be thinking he might have come a little bit higher on this list, but it's potentially the king of athletics, I guess, is JAKOB Ingerbritsen in 4th place, 27:54, so just pipping Morgan McDonald from the Coffee Club. I know he hasn't done too many 10Ks, let alone I don't think he's even done a track 10K. I think people are hoping that he's going to debut at that sometime this year. So yeah, 27:54 for JAKOB Ingerbritsen gets him 4th place. So guys, here we go. Top 3. I'm going to tell you the top 3, and then you can let me know down in the comments your prediction of which way or which order these guys come in. So, the top 3, we've got Mo Farah, Paul Chalimo, and Charles Hicks. Drop it down in the comments below where you think they come in the terms of the top 3. And pause the video now if you don't want to hear the result while you type out your comment. So, in 3rd place, taking the bronze medal, 27:43. It's Mr. Paul Chalimo. I have to say, again, another channel that I haven't watched too many of his videos, but a lot of you seem to be pretty irritated that I missed his videos in the, or missed his channel in the last video. So hopefully I've made up for that with the inclusion of him this time, picking up the bronze medal. Yeah, Mr. Paul Chalimo. And then yes, it's a fight between the 2 Brits, Mo Farah and Charles Hicks, for the gold medal. So in silver place with a time of 27:40. Again, hasn't really debuted at the 10K, especially not on the road. It's Mr. Charles Hicks with a time of 27:40. Yeah, no Olympic medals to his name, so I guess it's only kind of fair that Mo Farah does pick up the gold medal in this one, with the only person going sub 27, 26:46. You may have your opinions about his YouTube channel. It does seem to be a bit of a promotion fest at the moment, but nevertheless, he is the fastest YouTuber that I could find anyway. I'm sure I've missed someone, I always do. So yeah, definitely let me know down in the comments if I've missed anyone in particular. But if you could do me a favour and try and read the other comments before you comment, because otherwise I get like 200 comments saying the exact same thing. Which is fine, I appreciate you commenting, but just saves us all a little bit of time if you just read what has already been said, basically. So guys, yeah, the top 30 YouTubers ranging from 33, 38, Mr. Andy Rayner, the FOD runner, Forrester Dean runner, all the way down to 26:46 with Mo Farah, Olympic champion. So yeah, pretty insane. A few special mentions to Goran Winblad. Everyone's was saying to include him in this video. I couldn't actually find a registered 10K. Nick Simmons likewise. I couldn't find a registered 10K. I'm not sure if he ever did one at his peak, and I know now it wouldn't be that quick, to be fair. Harry Morgan from Jog On, another one that was mentioned in the last video that I kind of missed out. Unfortunately, his time wasn't quick enough to get into the top 30. And then the same with Clayton Murphy. And a lot of these channels, I have to say, I don't really spend too much of my time watching running YouTubers. I've got the odd few, your Ben Parks, your Stephen Scullions, etc. So yeah, anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Hopefully I haven't upset too many people like I did last time. Please don't take it personally if I've missed anyone out. It's just I can only find the YouTubers that either people have commented or I watch myself, because funnily enough, if you search on YouTube fastest YouTubers 10k, they don't all come up in a list. So I tried my best, but anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, share with your running buddies, and yeah, if it's easy, then what's the point? Hoping to get back to running at some point. Injury's still playing up, but doing my best to try and keep myself mentally sane, and yeah, trying to stay positive. Take care.